But if you ask me whether the NPA is in a better place because it is a stronger institution, it is an institution that has been rebuilt, that it is an institution of integrity, we have, I would say it's a big success. There's unfinished business, but the NPA of today is not the NPA of 7 years ago. And when you look at all of the work that has gone into building capacity, capabilities, the digital evidence unit that has been set up in partnership with business, with the BAXA, Business Against Crime South Africa, is a state-of-the-art capacity that is not existent in government, and that we as police, prosecutors, NPA have been outsourcing and procuring at considerable cost to the taxpayer. Now we've partnered with business under the business initiative, and it's an incredibly good, in fact, they just started recently. I visited it last week, and it's incredible to see these young, bright South Africans there looking to deal with data analysis. And that is going to be a game changer. So if you look at that, hugely successful. If you look at the asset forfeiture, and remember I said accountability is two-pronged, orange overalls and bringing back the money. Asset forfeiture has been incredibly successful. And Advocate Kuma Mtengwane is behind me. She is now the acting Deputy National Director, Asset Forfeiture. As I said earlier, almost 50% of all the money that's gone into CARA, Criminal Asset Recovery Account, over the past 25 years, 50% of that has gone in the past 4 years, 5 years at most. That is, and money that has been used to fight illegal mining, to fight organized crime now, and also given back to victims. So if you ask me about whether the NPA is better, it is incrementally better, or should I say exponentially better. But a strong institution, still a lot of unfinished work. But yes, on this side, I even feel disappointed that those high-profile cases have not moved swiftly. But I feel confident that, things will change, and in many cases before courts hopefully will move quicker, and there will be key enrollments that will be happening in the next couple of months as well. Thank you.
Giving you a chance, Pamandla, again. Any other?
Okay. Can I go?
Proceed.
Thank you very much. Sipamandla from ENC again. Do you think you got enough support from all stakeholders to be able to do your job? Did you have that support? Number two, your critics have said you were very arrogant and somehow squandered goodwill. People had high hopes.
Sorry, just 1 moment.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, the first part of your question, my apologies.
Do you think you had enough support to execute your duties from all stakeholders?
Mm-hmm.
Number two, your critics have said that you were a bit arrogant and somehow squandered public goodwill because many people...
Squandered?
Public goodwill, the trust of the people, they had high hopes in you. But somehow your performance does not reflect that hope. And number three, did you ever feel that someone was putting political pressure on you not to deal with certain matters?
Okay, so on the first one, enough support. I'd say we have had really good support from stakeholders. I will qualify that a little bit, but firstly, if I deal with external, stakeholders are external. From the executive, I've had incredibly good support, and importantly, critically for the country, no political interference or pressure. And not from any of the ministers I've worked under, not from the president. I'm not sure if we appreciate the value of this in our constitutional democracy. The value of a prosecuting authority, an NDPP, being able to do his or her work without that pressure. It is something that we must treasure. And I am grateful that I've had the support, but no pressure at all. With regard to stakeholders, yes, we've had support from stakeholders. I do think that we need to, as stakeholders and partners in the system, hold each other accountable more. I think there's relationships which are important because you need to have good stakeholder relationships, but we need to have maturity in our relationships where we're able to hold each other accountable across the criminal justice system and still work together. So I think there has been generally good support. With regard to arrogant, oh, that's, yeah. So Cleopatra was called a manipulator, and if she was a man, she would have been called a strategist. So I don't know. I've always tried to be a humble civil servant. My people that work with me will tell you that. And the public goodwill, I hope you haven't lost faith and trust in me as a human being, but in the NPA, more importantly, as an institution. Because as I explained to you, I don't want to be defensive. We must appreciate the huge challenges we're facing in this country. I agree, corruption cases must move quicker. And to that extent, I've not only perhaps disappointed the people of South Africa, but I personally feel disappointed that we have not moved those cases. And so I want to really implore the public to not lose faith and not lose hope in good people trying to do their best under the most incredibly difficult circumstances. And I'm not just talking about difficult circumstances relating to the complexity of cases, but where witnesses are being killed, investigators are being killed, prosecutors are being killed. And to put your lives on the line to fight this important fight is not easy. So all I want to say to the people of South Africa, please don't give up hope, because if we do, then we really don't have anything. But from our side as public servants, you may rest assured we will fight as hard as we can. Thank you.
It does appear that we are at the end of I don't see any more questions. And so with that, we then finish our media briefing with the NDPP, and we wish her well as she rolls over into retirement and a life of pleasure and leisure. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of our briefing.